Have you ever heard of energy healing or vibrational medicine? Well, in this video today, I'm going to give you a list of energy options to go along with the treatment that you are already receiving on your recovery from your stroke. First of all, it's going to be kind of, this is a list. I have it here, and I want to just go over the things. I'm going to give you a little bit of explanation as I go about it. Okay, so it's kind of informal and all that. So here we go. Now, first of all, just so you know, everything is energy. You are energy. We all vibrate at a frequency. Anything that is solid is vibrating at a lower, slower frequency. So we appear to be solid. If you could imagine, for example, a hologram, okay, or even music. Now, when you think of music, you don't see music, you hear music, but it is vibrating. It's vibrating at a faster speed, for example, than a hologram, which you can see it and you can see through it, but the hologram is vibrating faster still than we are, or anything else that appears to be solid. Okay. And something that appears to be solid, you can touch it and you feel the resistance of that vibration on your hands. That's what it is. And with that, your entire body is energy. You have an energetic field that you may not even be able to see. Some people can see energetic fields or auric fields. And then your cells and your organs and your blood, everything is vibrating at various frequencies. Colors vibrate at different frequencies. For example, red vibrates at a slower, lower frequency than, say, yellow. Okay, just to get that out of the way. All of that said, energy does not know time and space. So if you were to get an energy healing, you can get that done remotely. You do not have to go in person unless you want to. Energy flows through all of this, even through computers and doors. It knows none of that. All of this stuff is just human, okay? So there is no separation with energy. Now, just to get now into the list. The first thing and the newest energetic healing modality that I've run across is the spinal flow technique. Spinal flow technique is very non-invasive. It is, now that particular one, you would need to be there, but I would argue that you do not. Finding a practitioner in that area, you may be able to find a practitioner in your area. There are people who are practicing this in person, but finding one who is willing or agrees that you can do this remotely, that might be a challenge. This, like I said, is a relatively new modality that I've run across, and there are only a few people in my area. In fact, there's one lady that does it, and then someone else way far away, but they're in the same state. Okay, but spinal flow technique, what I would recommend with all of these is to do your research. Caregivers and other loved ones, look into this as options. There's always available options out there. Okay. And some people might want to do something more 3D, for example, like herbalism or acupuncture. Those are options. But right now I'm speaking primarily of the energetic modalities, vibrational medicine. All right. So that's spinal flow. I'm going to leave all links below. The next one is the Eden method, energy medicine. She has a YouTube channel. She's 80 something years old. She was diagnosed with MS when she was in her 20s. She healed herself from the MS. Her name is Donna Eden. She is able to see people's auric fields and the colors. And she is the pioneer of the Eden method. And she has a ton of helpful, life-saving, dare I say, videos on her YouTube channel. Again, I will leave the link below. There are practitioners who also can help you with the energy medicine in your area, I'm sure. I'm going to just put it out there. We're going to manifest that there's someone nearby. But again, these are things that you can do yourself at home, sitting or standing, Or if loved ones, caregivers, if your loved one is unable to do this for themselves, you can actually do the movements for them. You can do the movement as if you're them, or you can visualize them doing the movement, or you can do some of the movements while they're, laying in bed or something like that on them. And it's very safe. This is the Eden method. Phenomenal. Phenomenal for everyone. Okay. And I would recommend doing the daily energy medicine. And I would also recommend, and for me, that's a must do no matter what. There are tons of Eden Method movements, but do the daily energy medicine. And I would also do the Celtic Weave. Just look that up on YouTube, as well as the triple warmer smoothie. That is for the nervous system. Those are the top three, along with the top two, along with the daily routine. Like, to me, those are like must do's. All right. Next is the bioenergetic synchronization technique, also known as B.E.S.T. That one was pioneered in the 70s by Tim Morter or Tom Morter. There's a father, Tim or Tom. The son is Tim or Tom, and then you have Dr. Sue Morter, the daughter. The B.E.S.T is called B.E.S.T, bioenergetic synchronization technique. Very non-invasive, very quick. There are practitioners who also do this technique. And another phenomenal energy medicine modality, where the way it goes is like there are stuck emotions. If you don't let out these emotions and you're holding on to these emotions, because emotions are energy in motion, and you don't allow them to flow out, if you hold on to them, then they will get stuck. They can get stuck in the body, causing pain and illnesses and dis-ease in the body. So what happens is, because the energy likes to flow, as soon as you contract and it stops, it's going to sit there and it will manifest into something in the physical. So that is what this helps you with. And this particular modality, they're just so quick and easy. It's not like a hard thing, and it's all about emotions. What I can say also, if you are someone who has not forgiven yourself for something, or you're holding grudges, anger, not forgiving someone else for something they've done, if you go back in the past and you just regurgitate and recall things that have hurt you or harmed you over and over again, and you're stuck in this cycle, this loop, this story of victimhood, or maybe maybe you're not pleased or happy with yourself, or if you're saying things that are disempowering on a regular basis, you're affirming it, and those words hold a frequency that too can get stuck in your auric field. And unless you change the behavior there, what happens is that begins to manifest in the physical body. All right. So again, it's energy, and it's important that we are very intentional with what we say, how we speak, and then how we feel. If we feel upset or angry about something, allow ourselves to feel that anger and upsetness and let it out. Release it. Don't hold it in. Just let it out. Do what you have to do. If it's cry or say some curse words, whatever it is for the individual, let it out and allow that energy to go. And then transform and transmute it into something useful by alchemizing it, by deciding, okay, I'm not going to sit in this for too long. I'm going to allow it for now, give myself some time, and then I'm going to go back to more uplifting, upbeat, and more empowered way of being and speaking. The next one is Coherence Healing, and that one is by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I believe that they offer it free. I'm going to leave the link to the website, but Coherence Healing, if for you, those of you who are not familiar with Dr. Joe Dispenza, he actually his back was broken, I think, in multiple places. He was told he wouldn't be able to walk, and if he had surgery on his back, then he may not come out of it the person that he is. And he was on his stomach. He couldn't lay on his back during this time. And so what he decided to do is just think of himself running and enjoying his life, walking and standing and doing the things, and he visualized himself to wellness. He healed his own back just by visualization. And he, ever since then, has done lots of research and more research on healing the physical body. And so he has Coherence Healing, and go to the website. I believe some of it is free, and it's you can get it done remotely and in person. I don't know if that one is free, but you can also opt for the in-person one. Just check out the link in the website. Other options would be crystal energy and or sound healing. Sound and crystals, both of those things also help with supporting you on your wellness path. There are practitioners everywhere who do all of these things. Okay, if you're not into the crystal energy but you want the sounds, you can have the sound healing. And while we're at it, make sure you have beautiful music playing in your home, in your environment as well. If you like music and you love, opera, orchestra, and it makes you feel good and uplifted, if you love to sing and all that, put on your favorite music and allow that to play in your environment. Okay, now right now that is all that I have here. There are also books and things like that if you want to read into it, but I would recommend for now, go ahead and do the research online. Everything is there for you. Caregivers, if your loved one is unable to do that for themselves right now, dive in Dr. Joe Dispenza, Donna Eden, Sue Morter, Dr. Sue Morter, of the Morter Institute for the B.E.S.T, and Spinal Flow. Look those up and just do some research on it and see what you think. They are all very useful and helpful, and some of the things you can do for yourself. All right, okay, that's it for me for right now. Until the next time, live simply, be kind, and much wellness to you.